Okay. Now, Panunjo, my next question is coming your way. What is a good price to buy DMart?
Yeah, it's a very difficult question, Nikunj. As you told earlier, some bad events in the market or sentiment going down, you can buy it. There is a very high potential. You may get it at a much lower price. Maybe 5 to 10%, maybe not more than that, because here, Nikunj, it is reflecting different aspects. One is country specific. The opportunity in India for this company to grow its business. Now it is just some 100 plus, stores in mostly in Western India. So the country is very huge. It has a huge potential. It's a futuristic business, very relevant business, and a most efficiently managed company. So as I told, the super premium promoter, all these things put together, why can't this company go to say 1 lakh crores kind of a sales in the next 4 or 5 years, maybe in 4 years time? And that time maybe the multiples could come down, the margins could come down, and still it can be a 1 lakh crores market cap in next 4 years time. So that's what people are betting on. Some company, great company and business with a good visibility. So people are ready to pay premium because such kind of businesses are very, very limited. It's very rare in this country. So that is why this premium. So I don't think somebody really want to make a decent compounding can buy the stocks even today at today's price. Maybe they will waste some time. Time can be wasted during the process when you buy at a high price.
Did
That's the
you
only difference.
did you buy it today, Pranunjo? Let me ask you a simple and a straightforward question. If yes, at what price? If not, why not?
To be frank, I bought some shares today personally, just because of my relationship with Mr. Radhakrishnan. Just as a symbol of that, I just bought some shares. I bought 10,000 shares at when it came down after the initial listing.
Okay. Ashwini Khare also joins us, Executive Vice President with ICICI Securities. And Ashwini, as a merchant banker, were you expecting that DMart on day one will clock a market cap of 40,000 crore? And if you were, then clearly merchant bankers sold the stock very cheap.
But I think it's the fundamental of the company which has kind of created that interest amongst the investor community, and we are very happy to be associated with the issue. And we think that we priced it absolutely right, but I think it's the interest of the investor community which has actually come on the fore, and it's because of that the opening has been so strong. So it's the overall interest that we were able to create during the IPO through the road shows, meeting a lot of these investors, both foreign institutional investors and domestic investors. And I think it's a result of all. But ultimately, the interest is there because the company is so sound. The kind of operation that it runs is so profitable, so tightly operated company. The kind of ratios, efficiency that you see is really on the top. So it is a leading player which we were pretty sure that it will get a good response, and I think this kind of response is not a surprise to us.
I would have thought you would have said that the response has surpassed your expectations as well, because many believed on the street that after the initial pop the stock would fizzle out, the excitement would fizzle out, maybe it would settle at between 550 to 580, but it's closed at a whopping premium. And that's my question to you, Purunja. When you're talking about having bought 10,000 shares in the market when the stock came down, do you think between 550 580 is a good zone where one can see value from a long-term perspective if somebody doesn't really want to pick the absolute top, which is where the stock closed?
I think it's very sensible. That's a very good correction people can expect. The way the stock came down immediately after the listing, that could be the bottom for next many years for the stock. That's what I believe. So I told the huge scalability. You can't underestimate that. The country's economic environment, that and the scalability of the business, or when it all get together, why can't it become a very huge company? It can be a $15 billion company by market cap. Maybe the company will be raising funds. Now the promoter stake is very high. They can easily raise 10,000 crores and expand and grow at maybe 5 times the earlier last few years growth rate. So that is where I am talking about the huge scalability. And Mr. Radhakrishnan is the person who knows the market and the market dynamics. And some people were, feeling it was priced low at the IPO. I don't think so. But no, he was aware. Definitely, he would have been aware that he could have been pricing the stock much higher. But as Modi say, "Sabka saath, sabka vikas." He wants everybody to make money. That is what a smart entrepreneur or a people who know the market does.
Well, everyone's made money, let's be real. Even it was a highly leveraged way in which HNI investors have participated. At 600 plus, I've been told that the calculations indicate that the HNI investor also made money. So Ashwini, what is your sense on what DMart could be by 2020? I mean, when you understand the business model, I'm sure you must have factored in a growth number also for next 2 or 3 years. What could be the best case scenario for DMart's turnover in 3 years?
Sorry, Nikunj, if I can, that's question to me?
That's right, Ashwini.
Yeah. No, so we don't give a forward price or price the issue or price the stock on a forward basis, but we are very, very confident that if the company continues to operate in the same manner in which it has operated, you see some of the ratios in the last 5 years, a CAGR of 40% plus, both in terms of top line and bottom line. If it continues to expand its presence, and as someone on the panel said, they are just on the western and southern, part of the country. There is a huge scope for expansion. If they are able to scale it up, I think the growth opportunities are immense. In that case, the stock could be anywhere. I mean, we don't want the number, but I think if the operation and the performance of the continues, I think the stock will do very well going forward as well.
Okay, thanks very much, gentlemen, all of you, for taking out the time to speak with us today and help our viewers understand the potential of this big bang issue, which has now entered the secondary market with a bumper listing. Really share your outlook on the same for their benefit. We wrap up the show on that note. From Nikunj and myself, thanks very much for watching this special. In the meantime, we leave our viewers with another expert opinion from Ayaz Motiwal of Nivalis Partners. He's betting on R.K. Damani's business acumen, says the long-term story of DMart remains strong.
The business economics show that they are just not there to, put out, stores and revenue numbers. They're actually a very profitable enterprise, and that is the hope that as Mr. Damani in his earlier avatar, if you will, as a stock market investor, has focused his energies on buying high-quality businesses for the long term. So the hope is that he's also a builder of a high-quality business, which is currently apparent, and there's more to come.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.